Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be doing a overview of my snowmobile trailer setup. This is my 12-foot Hallmark Passport utility box trailer. It has a 12-foot box with a 2-foot V-nose. It's a single axle, rated for somewhere around 3,500 pounds. I believe the trailer dry is in the range of 12 to 1,300. It's a pretty basic trailer. No top vent. It has a couple side vents to help with airflow as you're going down the road. You've got, your amber lights on the side. Let's see. So this definitely is not a standard snowmobile trailer. It's not aluminum construction. It's got a steel frame, as most trailers do. The reason I decided to go ahead and get something like this, with the intended purpose of using it for snowmobiling, is because it's an all-around trailer and I can use it, in the summer for other things like my four-wheeler here. So what I did when I got this is I put some accessories in it to better meet my needs. Let's take a look. So right now I have my snowmobile in it. As you can see, this is my Polaris 600 Axis. It's a Rush model, 2016. I should also mention the trailer is a 2016 as well. So you can see some of the first things I did was put in these E-tracks. I put I believe a 1.5 or 2-foot piece over there, and then 2 5-foot pieces here, as well as a 2-foot piece over there. So what that allows me to do is hook up all of those accessory pieces. You got some circles, some hooks, and then there's some E-track compatible straps, ratcheting the straps that I have there kind of for some organization as well. On that piece over there, I've got a heavy duty Kynodyne kind of utility all-purpose bag that has some E-track fittings on the end of it. Over here I have some hooks that I have some of these Harbor Freight utility bags hanging on. The bags have miscellaneous straps and tools in it. That's my snowmobile pack. That's what I ride with when I'm by myself. Has some survival stuff in it. Right there I have a Braun LED light bar that I hang from the cross members up here to provide some light when I'm in here working. Let's see, what else do I have here? Obviously there's my jacket. Down here I have in the front a couple 5-gallon quick fill tanks. These things are awesome. They're LC2. That's I don't know if that's the brand or the model, but you can get them at most snowmobile shops here in New York. They're really great. They're about $30 a piece, and you can drain those things into a tank in like 45 seconds, if that. Just have a quick little tote up here, some miscellaneous stuff in it, a little gas can, some propane cans, my helmet. I have some extra oil in there, and I just kind of put the stuff that I'm not going to be putting in my backpack in there to kind of keep it stored if it's not necessary on a ride. Here I've got a little Mr. Heater Buddy heavy duty propane heater. This thing works really well for heating up this box trailer when you're in here working. I've got a spare tire up here. You can see I've got some of these E-track pieces here as well. These are just little single pieces. And I've got a strap going across the front to keep that in place. The tie downs here are just some accessory tie downs that I bought and installed myself. These didn't come standard in this model of the trailer. I put them right down through the cross members under the floor. So I've got one there and over there, and then we've got two on the rear side, one on each side. I use them, put a strap across the rear of the sled there to keep that in place. So that's pretty much a quick overview of this snowmobile setup. It's working really well. It's definitely what I wanted out of it. It doesn't give me any issues. The floor on this is treated with some sort of water resistant material or chemical that definitely helps to keep it dry. I also went and put my own treatment on it, which really turned out to not be necessary because it just made the floor slipperier than it definitely needed to be. So in preparation for using this in the winter and on salty, yucky roads, while I'm talking, I'll just pull this down. I undercoated the rear, and what that entailed was putting some rust-resistant primer, you know, the spray paint cans on all the metal underneath the trailer. And then what I did was I did probably about 7 cans of undercoat underneath. Really wasn't enough. I should have put some more on there, but I figured it's better than nothing. So we'll see how that wears over this, winter and next winter. This is the first winter this trailer has seen, so it'll be interesting to see how the undercoating helps it out. I can see that it's already starting to rust in a lot of areas, but that's to be expected. I'll do some maintenance over the next summer to kind of bring it back, get some of the rusted parts sanded down and repainted. But that's pretty much it. You can see I have not too much extra space here with this 126-inch track, which is really just about as small as it gets. This sled overall length is about 10 foot, so it gives me about a foot extra back here. Then up there, obviously, it gives me enough space to put that extra stuff up front. You could possibly get 2 sleds in here if you pushed this sled all the way up and to the left, and then backed another sled in here and kind of put them up against each other in opposite directions. That might work. So as you can see, I obviously don't have any what do you call it? I don't have any tracks or anything screwed down to provide grip. I didn't want to do that since, like I said, I'm using this thing all year round for different purposes. I didn't want to put any guides or anything drilled in here that are going to be useless to me during the summer. So what I did was bought those ski sheaths, if you can see. And basically what that does is it covers the carbides. You can see it there. And that way when I'm running the sled up here, the carbide's not digging into the wood. It just slides over. They're very easy to put on. They just slide over the front of the ski, and then you put it around the back. And then the track has no problem getting up here as long as you have some forward momentum coming into it. So I got those on Amazon for about $75, and although they do have a tendency to slide off to the left or right of the ski, as long as you get them on there and just get your sled up, you're not going to have much issue with it. So definitely worth it to me to not ding up and gouge out the floor here. If you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to leave a comment below. If you want a closer look at anything, I'll be more than glad to do a follow-up video. And I might do a follow-up video just doing a more thorough review on the trailer in general, not necessarily related to my snowmobile setup. I pulled the trailer with this 2017 Ford F-250. Obviously, it pulls very easy with this truck. The trailer with the sled is probably around 2,200 pounds with all the stuff in there, and the truck's rated for about 13,000, so definitely doesn't have any issues pulling this trailer with my snowmobile setup. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have any questions, like I said, leave a comment below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks.